since you've been gone.
Now we're good. Now we're live. That one button. That one freaking button. All right, YouTube. Thank you.
All it takes is one button and bam, right in the kiss.
All right, we're back. We're back, guys.
All right.
All right, we're back. We're good.
All right.
All right.
Well, you know, round 3.
I think we continue.
Yeah,
let's continue.
Screw the intro today.
It's a weird intro.
We're here.
Weird intro. We're here.
Fuck technology. We're here.
Yeah, we are here.
I'm about to say, look, we're going round 3. I got a couple rounds in me. I can go a couple.
Yeah, I'm too old for that shit.
I'm never too old.
I mean, we could just replay.
I'm too old for that. I give you about 4.5 minutes of hard pumping, and I'm going to sleep, bitch. I'm going to sleep.
Oh, wow. Yeah, hey, man, look, man. I'm about to be a sponsor for Blue Chew the way I be popping them bitches like
I mean, if I didn't work that day, if I don't got to work the next day, maybe I give you a solid 15.
Damn, a solid 15. I'm gonna tell you right now, on the low end, she might get 45 minutes.
Solid 15, maybe. You know,
I gotta pick her through the torture like Kane did Shane McMahon with them damn jumper cables.
While we're on the subject of awkward,
yes. Oh, this is perfect. Go ahead.
Chicks of the week.
Awkward.
Chicks of the week. Chicks of the week.
Excuse me while I rip this out.
Abaddon and Sky Blue.
First
time for
Abaddon.
Abaddon.
Abaddon like that.
Who knew she had that?
You know what I'm saying? I never looked at her like that.
She got some demon cheeks, you know, like.
And that's some real shit. Cause you see the ripples in the cellulite and the stretch marks.
It is some real shit though.
The type of shit real niggas like.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck a BBL.
That's a authentic shit right there. That's some authentic shit.
Miss me with them BBLs.
That's that homegrown. Eat some beans and rice, getting that real good fried chicken from the black person down the street.
Excuse me while I rip this out.
That's McDonald's nuggets and fries. That's how you get them moves.
I'm about to say, that's about 2 quarter-pounders with a McFlurry and an apple pie on the side.
This is a comparison between McDonald's and Chick-fil-A.
You know what?
Excuse me while
You give me a Big Mac. You give me a Big Mac with some Chick-fil-A sauce, and we can talk.
Put some Chick-fil-A sauce on that ass.
What's good in the hood?
And moving on.
Hey.
Why am I blanking on her name? But Black. No.
No, wait, that's not Candace.
No. The chick that. Masha Slamovich.
We're gonna go. Masha Slamovich, yeah.
You know, funny. I'm blanking on her name too, and I follow her on Instagram. I follow her before she got the next.
Why can I think of her name?
Chicks of the week.
You get cheeks of the week.
She was just on Raw last night because she hadn't been on Raw in like months.
That's not her real eyes, right? Like,
no, that's her real eyes. I mean, she's got green eyes. Whatever she's got in there, I don't know, but she's got green eyes.
I feel like
she's half white. She's like white, Asian, and black.
That's her real eyes. White looks different in here. Her
so
name was Candace something.
No, it's not Candace.
I'm about to say what you're saying is she's a Korean style chicken made by a white person. I like it.
I'm upset. Why do I not know this girl's name? Hold on. We're gonna figure this girl's name out before we do anything else.
Oh wow. Let's find out her name.
Kaden Carter.
There we go, Kaden Carter. Thank you.
It didn't take me long.
I know I was saying Candace, but I was close. Okay.
You were close. You was in the K.
I was in the K. I know it was Kaden something like.
What? Yeah, Kaden. She got cheeks, man.
She got super. Yes.
She got some meat on that.
When I see her every week now, like it's just it's just heaven.
Oh yeah, but also first time for Masha Slamovich too. We were trying to figure out why was she on the top. PWI's top 500, the men's list.
Yeah.
She was like 16 on the men's list. But then on the women's list, she was like 30-something. How the fuck does that work?
Has she been fighting a lot of the men?
She fight dudes more than girls?
I guess. But she's not that big, though. She's like, she's like the size of Becky Lynch.
Some of the Japanese wrestlers, women's wrestling, are not that big either, but they fuck up dudes.
Well, that's because they stretch the truth and they let women fight men like the shit that is actually real.
Oh, did they stretch the Asuka the truth? Asuka got beat the fuck up. You know that, right?
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I watched that documentary. I watched that documentary of her get her ass beat. And watching Anuki beat her ass like that, I was like, I don't think I can watch this all the way through. This is kind of fucked up.
Beat him like how this dude Omni-Man beat Mark on Invincible. Like, think.
You should have down. Think, bitch. Think. This is what you wanted, right?
And our main event cheats this week. She only had like 2 wrestling matches for AEW. Paige Van Zant.
Why is it so shiny like the heavens sent that to us?
It's called baby oil,
bro. I don't know.
Hey,
it's called coconut oil.
It's them smiles.
Hey, dog, let me tell you something. I know a thing or two about baby oil and putting on some cheeks. It don't shine like that. I must be using the wrong brand. I might gotta get that Johnson & Johnson.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
She recently did a photo shoot with Mandy Sachs, a.k.a. Mandy Rose. And as I said, OnlyFans needs to introduce like a buy one, get one free thing when people do like collab photo shoots. Yeah, you should be able to get both accounts. Just an idea. Just an idea, people.
Just get you more fans.
Hey, man. Don't let that idea happen. Let me tell you. I don't think they need to have my card information on file.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Just this wild idea that I got.
It's a good idea, though. It's a really good idea.
I'd be broke if they had that. There's a lot of women I follow who collab with others that I like.
What was buy one, get one free? Buy a cheek, get one
free. JK, a buy one, get one free for me means all of a sudden I'm subscribed to like 62 women in like 30 seconds.
Kelvin, we got Kelvin and we got Valdor in the chat. Kelvin said Kaden Carter is Jamaican and Filipino. There we go.
Ooh, that's a beautiful mix.
Oh, I get Filipino style jerk chicken.
That's a beautiful mix. Wow.
That sounds like, hey, did you have a condom on? And I'll be like, Vegito, what the hell is a condom?
That's a beautiful mix. I'm sorry.
Oh, do you mean your fantasy booking thing is blank? Is that what you mean? The message you sent, is your fantasy booking thing blank?
Oh, no. It came up. I had to close out.
Okay, I got you. All right.
Is it that time?
It's time for Ultra. Oh, no. There's one more thing we got to talk about before we get to that. So, Ricochet, apparently, I don't, is he a simp? Is he a cuck? He was responding to some fan on Twitter, the app formerly known as Twitter. Ricochet responded, "Believe me, my bank account wishes she had an OnlyFans." Is he a cuck? Is he a simp? How do we classify him?
I wish, just like his bank account, that she had an OnlyFans too.
Dead ass.
Word.
I would be subscribed 3 times over.
And he's clearly not doing his job because she's not pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, no. What you mean? He's doing his job. You don't want to mess that up. I'm shooting. Hey, look. I don't know how to say this without getting in trouble. Just know that a clip holds 16 and how many students are in a classroom. She's getting shot up, but I ain't seen the inside.
Jesus!
Like a pimp once said, somebody gonna have to suck some dick. It ain't gonna be me.
I'm actually got that pedophile smile. Like, yeah, I got some candy for you. Come on here real quick.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Okay, now moving on to Ultra Fantasy Booking.
Hey.
Last week was Warzone, and it is the go home episode to Death Before Dishonor, which is our biggest pay-per-view of the year. And we're going to kick the night off with a women's match. It is Ava Raine taking on Sky Blue. And with 76% of the votes, Sky Blue is the victor. And Camille, who's one of our number one contenders in the women's division, she was interviewed by Renee Paquette. Camille, how are you handling Chelsea Green keeping the stipulation for your title match a secret? It doesn't bother me. I can beat Chelsea in my sleep. She wants to be handed the title without earning it. Her levels of entitlement are endless. I hear she's negotiating a situation where she doesn't even have to fight me. Coward behavior or not, that title is mine. Match 2, Los Conquistadors, Uno y Dos, take on Maximum Male Models. And with 70% of votes, Maximum Male Models Los Conquistadors defeat Maximum Male Models. Match 3, Ricky Starks versus the indie god, Matt Cardona. Matt Cardona is the winner with 70% of the votes. Our general manager, Jim Cornette, has come to the ring to make an announcement. Good people of Newark, New Jersey, thank you for coming to tonight's Warzone, and we hope to see you at our biggest pay-per-view of the year at Brooklyn's Barclays Center to see Death Before Dishonor. An event so big that we have 3 main events. Not only that, but we are giving you, the people, the chance to vote on what will actually headline the event. The choices are Cody Rhodes versus Triple H for the WCW United States Championship in a King of the Mountain match. Option 2, Camille will run a gauntlet in order to face Chelsea Green for the women's title. Or option C, LA Knight versus Walter in the first ever last man standing Hell in a Cell match.
Yeah!
And the people have chosen. What do you think it is?
LA Knight.
No, it is Cody and Triple H.
Oh!
Cody and Trips have gotten the main event for the WCW United States Championship in a King of the Mountain match.
And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
And the main event of our go-home show, Maxwell Jacob Friedman is taking on Vacant for a future #1 contender title shot. And with 64% of votes, MJF has defeated Vacant.
You fucking mark!
And now it is time for Dragon Force.
He called Bacon Mark.
So we're gonna start the card. Seeing how Dolph Ziggler won his match, we will have Dolph Ziggler versus EC3, and they will have this in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Second match, see how Ali beat Guevara. We will have Ali going one-on-one with Dexter Lumis. Match 2, we will have Solo going against not one, but 2 people in a 2-on-1 handicap match. He will be facing Chase U. Match 3, we will have a number one contender match for our world title. It will be Drew McIntyre versus Kofi Kingston from the New Day. And at the end of their match, Rhea Ripley will come out to the Titantron, get a chair, sit down, and just stare at whoever wins. Because she's going to get next till mommy gets what she wants.
All right, a little foreshadowing there with Rhea Ripley, because she challenged Drew. Well, she didn't actually challenge Drew, but she approached him previously.
Mm-hmm. It's almost like it was real.
Just wait until she actually does it in real life.
Yeah, right. Oh Wait, it actually did happen.
I tell you, the rubbing of nipples that will happen over here on this side of the room.
All right. This past week was Crown Jewel. You had some choice words over there, sir.
I did.
You had some choice words.
I really did.
Enlighten us on your choice words.
And it's surprising to Darth. It's just like when I told him I thought Crown Jewel was ass. I thought it was ass. Like, I felt it mostly because I say this because I predicted everything in my mind already that was gonna happen.
Okay.
And it came out exactly how it came out.
Okay.
And the thing is, like, I hate to be right. I really do. The thing is, like, it was too predictable.
Okay.
Too predictable, and I hated it.
Okay, the outcome is predictable. Okay, fine. That happens. Honestly, that happens a lot. Even on good shows, we end up predicting a lot of the finishes. Did the matches themselves suck? Did you not enjoy the matches themselves?
Most of them, like, I only enjoyed, like, only a few. There
was 7 matches.
The Cody.
Wow, Kelvin said it was a disappointment too. What the fuck?
Cody was okay. Cody and Priest, it was all right. That was a good build-up. Solo and Cena, I didn't really watch too much of it because they bored the shit out of me.
Wow.
Yeah, it did.
Wow.
Roman LA Knight, I thought everything that was gonna happen, and it happened.
Okay.
The way, and it comes to show where Roman now looks weak to me.
Okay.
He looks super weak. Like, he can't finish anything by himself.
Okay.
Yeah. Logan Paul and Rey Mysterio, that's probably like the more credible one, even though he kind of fucked up and saved Rey Mysterio from his fuck up.
Okay, let's go to that spot. Let's go to that spot.
You know I'm gonna get to that.
So the springboard moonsault. Either Rey didn't get a good jump, or Logan was late getting there.
He was late.
I don't know about that.
You think he started too early?
Look where Rey's hands landed. His hands were like 3 feet away from the rope.
I get that.
So he didn't get very far. So was Logan late, or did Rey not get a good jump?
But he was supposed to be in position.
And I said where Rey's hands landed. So Rey wasn't going to land on his head. He caught himself. It just would have looked really weird that he just did a fucking backflip.
But it made him look like he saved him. He would have landed on his hands anyway.
Yeah.
On his body. Because he has his head already maneuvered back. As you see right here too, like,
I still say it was a pretty epic save for whoever fucked up, whether it was Rey getting a bad jump, whether Logan was late getting there. It was a nice save.
I think it was Logan, honestly, because I feel like he was farther than where he was supposed to be. I feel like he was a little inch farther than where he was supposed to be, and he realized it, and that's how he caught him. Because it looks like he realized it and then he caught it.
Valdor, Gunther could not be there. Gunther has a travel ban on his visa.
Yeah.
He might not even go to Australia for Elimination Chamber.
Which is
crazy. He can't leave the U.S. He can only go home to Austria. That's the only traveling he can do.
Mm-hmm. Which
he has a travel ban on his visa. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Which his character's supposed to be German, but
he's Austrian.
Is Austrian?
He's Austrian.
You sure?
Yeah, he has the Austrian flag on his his tights.
I thought it was German.
No, fucking Kaiser's German.
Oh, okay.
But it's basically the same shit. It's an offshoot of Germany during long history lesson.
Yeah, but
it's Germany, but Austria.
Oh, I will admit, it was one more match that I see in here. I will admit, it was cool to see Kairi Sane back.
I don't give a fuck about Kairi Sane.
Nobody gives a fuck though. Like, nobody. But even
to me, both women's matches I could have done without.
But here's what I'm seeing though. I'm seeing this. Are you seeing recently that a lot of Japanese wrestlers in WWE are just like forming together?
It's always been that way.
No, but like it's making it obvious. Like they're panning it towards them a lot. Like, are you seeing like the hints that's throwing out? Because I feel like
I just think they've always done it.
No, I feel like that there's gonna be something happening, that's gonna involve them and like other wrestlers. You know, I feel like there's a storyline that's gonna happen that maybe he's gonna draw in with the bloodline. I would love to see that, like just like a faction, a Japan faction.
I wouldn't say the bloodline because Nakamura's only male in Tozawa, but who the fuck is
they're
shit
not
about
bloodline,
Tozawa?
but they're all, they all had the same style, or not the same style, but they all study under like different people that they know. So I mean, I don't know. It's just a thought that I see that they're panning out too much.
I'm not gonna say this was a top tier pay per view for a B level people. This was good. For me, this extends the streak of good Saudi Arabia events. Again, take the women's matches out. I couldn't tolerate either one. The 5-way was just a mess. I mean, the Zoe Starks dive, cool. The Rhea Ripley, fucking Riptide onto the fucking Raquel pinning, what's her name? Cool. But other than that, it was just a fucking mess.
Now that you like are deciphering all that, now you see the part of what I mean.
Okay. And then Bianca Io, I don't think they have chemistry. I didn't like their last match.
I didn't like it.
I don't think they have chemistry. But all the men's matches to me were fine. They were just really good pay-per-view matches. Again, nothing memorable, nothing to write home about, but there was nothing wrong. I loved Cena Solo. That was perfect. It was the veteran outsmarting the younger guy. And then eventually, Solo just, hey, I'm going to fuck you up, old man. That was fine by me. Once Cody, similar thing, but he won. It was just, he outsmarted the Judgment Day. Well, I talked about how I actually liked Logan Paul and Rey Mysterio. I think it was the best match of the night.
I thought that one was a good match. Like I said, I thought it was a good match, even though that happened.
Right.
But that's literally the talk of what everybody's talking about.
See, again, because I didn't see it as a complete botch. I just think there was miscommunication, and they saved it, and they got back on track.
No, they saved it.
I didn't think it was that big of a deal.
I didn't say they completely botched it. I said, like they saved, even though he saved it, you kind of looked at it as maybe it was almost a botch for real. Like somebody didn't communicate well with somebody, and then, that happened.
Now, the thing you said about Roman looking weak, we know what a Roman Reigns match is. There's going to be some sort of interference from the bloodline. There's potentially a ref bump. There's potentially something going on with Heyman. We know what a Roman Reigns match is. Now, the uprising of LA Knight is the same thing as what happened with Sami Zayn earlier this year at Elimination Chamber. It's the same thing. We know he's not going to win, but you have to have an excuse for him to lose. And that's why you have the interference to say he got cheated. He didn't lose fairly. That's wrestling,
paste, though.
But that's wrestling. You have to give the hot person a reason that they lost. You just can't beat them clean. Otherwise, you really make them look like shit. You have to give them a reason to lose.
Honestly, it made LA Knight. It did make LA Knight go a little over, but it could die him down. Honestly, that could die him down. It depends on what he does next.
Exactly. That's why you give him the reason that he lost. He didn't just get beat cleanly, and then you come back with something else that, but no big deal. You move on. You build him back up. You keep going forward. You don't focus on the fact that he lost. It's you just. Again, that's why you have the diversion with the interference.
This was just like another pay-per-view that's just like, all right, it happened. Like, it happened. Let's go to another storyline. Yeah. Like, this is what it was to me.
Yeah, I didn't feel like that. Actually, I don't really care for Crown Jewel. I actually enjoyed watching it. And only I care for during the women's match, Bailey.
Oh, yeah.
That ass was on display.
That ass was on display.
Yeah,
I
Bailey.
Enjoy some Bailey cheeks.
Bailey. Like, there's enough fabric out there to not make Bailey look thick, but I don't think nobody in the back realizes the measurement, and I love that fact. But out of all these matches, there was none of it wrong. Actually, this is the first time in a while for Crown Jewel. I watched every match from beginning to end, even the pre-show match.
Sammy and JD Funko.
Yeah, and I was cool with all of it. Like,
Pop?
there was nothing wrong to any of this. But what makes it so much funny to me is normally, what's his name? Hayes normally directs all the Bloodline matches, and he couldn't make it. That match and the Seth Rollins match was produced by Abyss.
Okay. Yeah, it definitely had a different feel to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was produced by Abyss. And the Rey Mysterio and Logan Paul match was done by Gregory Helms.
You know, I didn't like the storyline to what led to the World Heavyweight Championship.
Seth and
Seth and Drew.
At this point right now, there's no storyline you can do with Seth. Seth is just a fighting champion. He's just going to fight everybody, whoever wants to get a title run, and it makes it good because then you don't have to see Seth just hold a belt and not do nothing. The man is fighting whoever just wants a chance at this point. There's not even a need for a number one contendership because he's giving everybody opportunity. He's pulling John Cena with the U.S. title shit.
Go ahead.
No,
he's literally just giving everybody opportunity.
The thing is, like, with it's more to Drew that I'm like disappointed on how it came up. One, it was fast. It was very fast. Like, I lost my moment in the pandemic, and I lost my moment when freaking Bloodline took my moment. And
I think what you missed was the subtleness that there's a potential Drew heel turn.
There was,
and
I think that's what I missed.
There was the backstage scene. Like the background of an interview, Ray is talking to Drew and like multiple like interview segments. They're just back there for like the entire episode of Raw. So last night on Raw, Seth said to Drew, "You proved that you were not in bed with the Bloodline, despite what everybody says." Because there's the hint of are they trying to recruit Drew to Bloodline? Judgment Day.
At this point right now, if they're going to work it like that, then this little bit of storyline that Wrestle Fast makes still sense for Drew. Because everybody between the pandemic era and the Vince McMahon era, they either got fired, screwed over, or had a good moment, but there was no live audience there for them. They haven't had nothing to do after they lost their shits. Triple H is just giving them something else to do because he don't want them sitting in the back of catering. Like at this point, like he's trying to give everybody something. Like after watching Crown Jewel and then realizing that the last few years Raw and SmackDown and this Raw that passed, it's starting to give you that old school feel of everybody that's on the roster has a real agenda now instead of just showing up and just being there to be there now.
Yeah. Yep.
And I'm enjoying it. Like I said, all these matches to me was cool because it just gave opportunity for other people to just do some shit now. And I'm cool with it. But this is the one Saudi event that when shit happened, the crowd was so more into it that it made me want to watch it even more. Like the previous years, yeah, they was into certain matches depending on who it was. But this women match, both the women matches wasn't that good, but the crowd was still cheering for them that do it. And you know, they don't really care about women wrestling over there. So Triple H is doing something that's good for them to really care about the women's wrestling over there at this point now.
This is on the part of the Saudi tourism department. This year it was a smaller stadium. It was in like a regular sized soccer stadium. It was only like 16,000 people. It wasn't like 80,000 people. And it was more actual paid fans and less free tickets to the royal family. There was actual wrestling fans that you were seeing ringside on at least on hard cam.
Like
it was actual wrestling fans.
The crowd was great.
Yeah.
Like
so
don't get me wrong,
it was actually people
great.
up there to watch the show, not just the fucking royal family just sitting there taking up space.
Yeah, because like I'm at a point now where we can predict every match damn near down to who's going to win before they even get to the match. But now I'm more into wrestling of seeing if the crowd is enjoying it in person or do they not give a fuck. And watching Saudi give a fuck was like, okay, something is going right now that they are really caring this much for them to come there and do these matches now. Because nobody had to cheer for Logan Paul. Nobody really gives a flying fuck about him over there. Like, most of the world don't like him. But for him to come out and not get as many boos as I thought he was going to get was crazy.
No, the thing about the Saudi crowd though, they respect like what's going on in the ring. That's why they can't even boo anybody. I think the only person that they booed was Dominic Mysterio.
Everybody boosts Dominic.
Everybody hates Dominic around the world. I tell you, that guy is gonna be the greatest superstar ever. Watch.
I feel like Dominic get booed when he takes a shit in his bathroom.
but this goes back to what I've been saying for the way WWE's been playing their pay-per-views over the last year and a half. They've been doing these international shows, and they get really hot crowds because these places have never had a major event before. You get those quick little 4-night tours where you'll get a Raw, a SmackDown, a Raw, and 2 house shows, and then they're out.
Yeah.
But now they're getting these major shows, and it's a big spectacle, and the hardcore fans in that region are coming out and enjoying the show like Americans get to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Again, Puerto Rico was booming the whole night.
Boy,
Puerto Rico was like the best crowd I ever heard this.
I don't think a WrestleMania can outdo Puerto Rico for that one night.
Puerto Rico was like the
best
crowd. They didn't
shut up the whole night.
Dude, Puerto
That was a whole
party.
different
That
feel.
was a party, though. That was like literally Raw's War, 1999 type crowds.
Yeah.
Bruh, it was so crazy of a pay-per-view to watch. Going back and rewatching it now, I gotta turn my volume down because the crowd is louder than anything else.
And I love that, right? So the crowd was booming for real. Like you could literally hear the crowd just breaking your speakers. Yeah. Crackling your speakers. That's how loud they were.
All right, moving on. In the aftermath of Crown Jewel, WWE posted on Twitter, Crown freaking Jewel. Seth Rollins defeats Drew McIntyre to retain the World Heavyweight Championship. Hashtag Crown Jewel. And Will Ospreay put the looking eyes emoji, and then Seth Rollins responded, "The water is warm."
The water's warm. Yo, when I saw this tweet after that match, I was going crazy, yo. I was like, yo, is Will Ospreay coming to WWE, bro?
Yo, I saw this tweet, and all I could think of is a 2-hour wrestling match just between these two guys just doing everything they can in God's green earth.
Make it happen. WrestleMania 40. Dude, I know Will Ospreay, I know him for a bit, so he's a freaking good wrestler. Yeah. He's really, and Seth Rollins will make his money's worth.
Look, we would know it's true when Seth Rollins says a catchphrase, the guy's trying to deal with Ospreay like he did with everybody else so far that didn't come back to WWE.
Yo, this is gonna be something. I can't wait for this.
At this point, I would love to see Ospreay in WWE, but now under the reign of TKO and Triple H now, there's a lot of motherfuckers on this damn roster again, like they used to be back in the old days, bro. We don't need as many people again. This is a time now that when me and Darth said it's too many titles on the in WWE. Now it makes sense to have this many titles. There's a lot of goddamn people between all three brands now.
Yeah, now it does. Because now the roster's getting really big.
It's not even that the roster's big. It's that everybody feels important again.
Mm-hmm.
And as I'm saying, when the roster feels important, now you kind of need these titles to do some shit with them. Because how many women are on Raw? It's 12, 13 of them?
But you get to see them now, on
air. Yeah, you get to see them.
Week.
But there's only 2 belts that they can go for. The tag team or the women's champion on Raw or SmackDown. But you have, 12 women on Raw? 9 other women on SmackDown? So that's a lot of motherfuckers if you're trying to go for just 2 belts.
I mean, so what if they went for another belt for the women's? A mid-card belt, let's say. Then you're going to start something. No, I get you.
I don't think they need to make a mid-card belt.
Then you're going to start something
I don't think they need to make a mid-card belt for them. I just think that they already feel important, but at the same time, you feel important, but you getting nothing out of it, just more than TV time.
Yeah, that's where I'll go with that.
True.
That's the only thing they get. They get more TV time, but there's no other women tag teams on there like that. And most of the single women are just having beef with other single women, but nobody's out here trying to go for world title shots right now. So basically, we're just watching them just wrestle to be wrestling, and that's great because get to see them on TV. The thing that Stephanie McMahon probably DJ'd herself to from back in the day what she wanted. But at the same time, it's cool, whatever. what is the purpose now? This ain't the Diva division.
Mm-hmm.
This definitely the women's division from back in the day with Irie and Jacqueline and everybody that was out there fighting for the women's title. Like, everybody had a shot at the damn belt.
Calvin said, did y'all hear about TKO said Vince McMahon is a liability?
Yeah.
Yeah. We knew we knew he was a liability when they made the deal.
Keep it up. I'm a nigga.
So, Fox executives have put out a statement as to why they did not renew the SmackDown contract. Due to the audience of WWE, seemingly this means the number of viewers and probably the ad rates, and also the income level is a factor. Each ad on SmackDown costs about $51,000 per unit, and that's slightly less than ABC's Shark Tank, which it regularly beats head-to-head in the 18 to 49 demographic. So for a show that they're beating in the ratings, they're getting less advertising money. Additionally, Fox was not able to generate enough retransmission revenue related to the show, meaning they weren't able to charge cable and satellite carriers money to force them to carry Fox networks specifically for SmackDown. Also meaning, as a quote-unquote sporting event, there's no rewatch. There's no
replay value.
There's no replay value. Mm-hmm. But if, again, something like Shark Tank, people will go back and watch it again because, what was that product? Let me rewatch this episode. So that's why Fox didn't renew the contract.
You know what? I call that bullshit. You know why I call that bullshit? Because WWE YouTube and Instagram page and their Twitter page only show you a bit of the match, and you got to go somewhere to find the full damn match. Especially if something happens and it's talk of it.
WWE's available on Hulu. It's either Hulu or Peacock. It does not go to the Fox app.
Didn't they advertise a lot for this freaking for these matches to be with like a sponsored brand, like the dark match, the freaking
but that's specific matches on specific pay-per-views. That has nothing to do with Fox.
It was a pay-per-view.
That has nothing to do with Fox.
Right.
So Fox gets no replay value because the SmackDown does not go to their app. It either goes to Hulu immediately or it goes to Peacock. I think Peacock picks it up like 2 weeks after.
I get what you mean.
And Peacock gets Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah, true.
But Hulu, and then again, Hulu gets both the morning after. So Fox has no replay value to SmackDown.
I'm about to say, so Hulu get it like a plan B.
Yeah.
So Hulu just comes out the next day after the show?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the morning after you can watch it on Hulu.
Yeah.
But you have to watch
Raw
the
having on
commercials.
Monday.
You can't skip the commercials.
Raw having on Monday, like Tuesday, like damn near 3, 4 a.m. It's on Hulu already.
Unless you want live and you pay for Hulu Live, which is like what, $40?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, who paying for that?
People still want TV.
Now, as far as NXT's TV deal,
what the hell?
NXT is moving to the CW network.
Hey.
Previously thought that, when it got announced that SmackDown was moving to USA, they were saying that Raw and NXT were a package deal. You must take both. However, maybe Raw is coming to CW and we don't know yet, but NXT is going to be on CW, same time slot, Tuesdays, 8 o'clock. The network will air 52 live yearly events. This goes along with the other 500 hours of sports content that the CW network is picking up from 2024 to 2025. They're also going to have NASCAR. They're going to have college football. They're going to have golf. They're going to have behind the scenes NFL stuff. So CW is looking to get into the sporting genre.
It like CW just trying to do something because they ain't got no more superhero shows or no other good shows on CW. So they're like, fuck it, we might as well just be like everybody else now, finally.
Correct. Now, a couple weeks ago, we reported that NWA, National Wrestling Alliance, signed a deal with the CW network to get Power on CW. However, two things. It appears that possibly it is only on the CW streaming app, not the actual TV network. That's the first thing. The second thing is The deal is now potentially in jeopardy because of the cocaine spot by Sinister Minister James Mitchell on NWA's last pay-per-view.
Hey, man, look, he just sniffing a little booger sugar. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I don't see nothing wrong with that. Ain't his fault. It happened. I think.
Dummy. Yeah.
There's language in the contract about fucking, you know, what's the some sort of legal. It's not an article. I read it on a different site, but there's some sort of legal definition of what you can and can't do, even on stuff not on their network, just stuff pertaining to your business. And this is one of the things where they can say, no, we're pulling the plug.
So let me get this straight. Right? We can't show explicit language or niggas doing fake cocaine. And this is CW, right?
Yeah.
The same app that was showing Supernatural niggas beheading motherfuckers and stabbing regular people and shooting motherfuckers on a regular weekly basis.
Correct.
So murder people is cool.
Keep it up.
You got fake drugs and say some crazy shit is wrong.
I think it has to do with the rating of the show. I believe. Let's just assume that NWO is going to be rated PG, because on the YouTube, they don't do a lot of cursing. I can't you go anywhere beyond like an ass or a bitch every once in a while on watching Power.
That's crazy.
You get an ass or a bitch every once in a while on Power.
That's crazy.
So I'm pretty sure it was going to be rated PG, maybe PG-13, and you can't do drugs on PG-13. You can't even smoke weed. You can't drink alcohol on PG-13.
I really feel like the world is getting softer every day.
I was just having this conversation today with my boy Hugo.
It's getting softer. Like it's getting softer because
he's probably gonna be next week, by the way. Hugo boy. So I'm about to say look for next week.
I'm about to say look, it's getting softer for so fact. I remember when Raw used to come on and we used to see openly blaying titties and niggas cut off, and nobody grew up crazy. Now all of a sudden you can't do a fake line of coke. Motherfucker, I've been seeing that shit in real life my whole life. Shut up.
Matter of fact, when I was on vacation a couple weeks ago, I'm walking through the casino. Motherfucker is smoking crack in the casino. I mean, the fucking security's trying to throw him out, but he's standing there smoking crack. I'm I'm walking like, yo, what the fuck is that smell? Then I look, oh, he's smoking crack.
Like I do for right now. Your demographic is mostly going to be a bigger male audience between the certain age of the teenage years to way past the adulthood normal years. Motherfucker, I turn on my TV and YouTube to go look at some shit that I like. Mostly explosions, some nakedness, and some crazy shit. Mostly that's what wrestling has always been. That's why I've been enjoying it for years. Yeah. You telling me I didn't do no research on this and say, we're trying to do a certain demographic, but this is not what we want. No, motherfucker, this has been wrestling since wrestling at this damn point now. This is how you make your money. Hell, to be honest, this is how you draw people into coming to your channel to just watch shit now. Because remember when Spike TV came out and Spike didn't have WWE on there and people were just watching it just for 1,000 Ways to Die and like 2 other shows?
Mm-hmm. But this also goes back to just business practices by these huge conglomerate companies. Let's go back to AEW and Nick Gage with the pizza cutter during a Domino's commercial. Mm-hmm. They fucking flipped. You can't do that with all the money people trying to throw. You just can't.
That was just.
I'm gonna tell you right now though. That was crazy, but I did crave some pizza right after that though.
Pizza cutter on a Domino's commercial.
If you want major networks and major sponsorship money, you gotta play ball. It's that simple.
I think that was.
You gotta play by the rules. If you want their money, you gotta play by the rules.
Like I said, that's genius because you know
I thought it was genius.
We always had other worse shit, Jared from Subway, but still, you know, you had Subway commercials play on WWE where you was promoting to PG-13 kids under the age, and this man was a pedo, but you know, y'all still showed these damn commercials for a good long minute. I ain't seen nobody saying anything wrong about that.
All right, so last night on Raw, Adam Page has announced War Games.
You guys want to play games?
He got very close to Regal. It was a good effort.
Right,
it was a good effort.
Close.
It was a good effort.
He was close. He said, "You want to play games? You want a game? You want to play games?" I was like, "Please say it a lot. Please say it with some energy."
War games. he did William Regal some justice. So it's obviously the Judgment Day versus Cody, Seth, Jay, and Sammy.
Everybody pretty much who got fucked over by Judgment Day.
I think we predicted this, except for it would have been Kevin Owens, not Seth Rollins.
I would have loved if it was Judgment Day versus Bloodline War Games. That would have been amazing. With Drew McIntyre leading in Judgment Day.
Hey, I can tell you right now, this sounds cool. It looks great on paper. I really don't give two flying shits about this match at all. But this is the only time we will see two men that was in the last version of this on the same team again.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and we have Cody Rhodes inside of a cage. So at what point is he jumping off of it?
Fuck that. What point is he going to blade himself?
That's it. Well, he is the son of Dusty, so he has to blade himself inside of a cage.
That's what I'm saying. At what point are we taking bets? Are we taking bets? Because if he goes in, I say the first 15 minutes he's in there, he's going to start bleeding.
Here's a better question: does he blade himself before or after he jumps off the cage?
After.
After. I feel like he does it. I feel like he does it during the match.
He was like, all right, I gotta give him a show. Damn.
If Cody doesn't lead that pay-per-view with some Look, if Cody doesn't lead that pay-per-view with some blood and that blonde hair, I feel like that match is not worth the paper it's printed on.
Nah, man.
He's Dusty's son. He has to bleed. He has to bleed.
And the fucking song that they promote has to make sense. Like, I want some bloodshed.
Take me back to 1998 and give me fucking Limbit. Someday you'll see things my way. You never know. You never know.
Hey.
This time I'm let it all out.
I feel like this is cool, but I feel like this 4-on-4 is cool, but I feel like this needed to be a 5-on-5.
I feel like there should be like an extra person, like 5-on-5. If it makes sense to be 5.
It is what it is.
Because a 4-on-4 is like a giant battle royal between two cages. That's all it looks like to me.
Well, the original NXT ones was 3-on-3-on-3, and then they went to 4-on-4 for like the last every time. It was Undisputed Era for like every year for like 4 straight years after that.
Damn.
Yeah, but then when the Bloodline did it, it was the whole entire Bloodline. That was 5 people.
Yeah. And then I believe both Blood and Guts matches in AEW were 6-on-6.
It was 6-on-6,
which is
it was all over the place.
Yeah,
that was wild. That was too much. I think 5 is
It was still better than the Stampede match.
Okay.
Anything's better than the Stampede match. Mm-hmm. So Maxwell Jacob Freeman posted on Twitter. He said, defending the championship from people the likes of Daniel Bryanson, Ethan Page, Sammy Guevara, Jungle Boy, Darby Allin, Hiromu Tashihani, Adam Cole, Mojo, King Omega, and soon Jay White. This, for people that didn't catch it, this was a shot at Adam Page. Mm-hmm. If you remember, in that promo where he just decided to go into business for himself against CM Punk, he said, we must save AEW from people like CM Punk. If nobody caught that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we got it. It's just crazy how these two are like supposedly buddies, in a work, but they're dissing each other on Twitter. They're teams.
Hey man, look, I love y'all niggas to death, but we gonna make these money. I'm gonna talk shit about y'all on Twitter. I'm still gonna talk to y'all on the phone. I'm gonna talk shit about y'all on Twitter just to get these people buzzing.
You fucking mark! Now read the little sentences at the end of his tweet. It says, finding things that keep you sane is capital, and like cats and pirates. Is that a reference to Kairi Sane?
Kairi Sane, yeah. That's definitely Kairi Sane.
Has he been talking to Paul Levesque? Are we initiating the bidding war of 2024?
At this point, would it even be a bidding war? Because we know Triple H, if he wants you, he wants you.
No, because here's the thing. Tony Khan is just going to pull numbers out of his ass to try and save face. So it's either I go over here and do wrestling seriously, or I just take Tony Khan's money, stay, and hope I don't fucking die with some idiot he puts me in a ring with.
That's true.
That is
or
true.
you can end up like Big Show looking like Gumby with the bent legs.
Man, yeah.
Why was even Big Show back? Why did they announce him
Because
back?
Jericho needs a friend bigger than Will Hobbs.
Yeah, don't forget we had Jared's show, so
maybe
technically
it
that's the only
was
other friend he got.
Maybe if it was like 20 years ago, but
Yeah.
yeah, no. He looked like he was tired coming out of that gorilla position. For real.
First of all, he looked like a kickstand for a bike.
And he looked like he just woke up.
Yeah.
His eyes look crazy, bro.
Somebody, go ahead.
Hey, can we address something that happened on Raw that's still bothering me right now?
Go ahead.
What the fuck is wrong with Nikki Cross?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't
know.
even care at this point.
It's weird and it's bothering me. I'm like, you was a women's champion, and now you seem to be just like
staring
here.
at days and just being there.
Well, she was doing the same shit when she first stopped the Nikki ass gimmick. Because remember when
But she went back to being crazy though.
Because
it made more sense for her.
Remember when she won the 24/7 title and she threw it in the garbage? She was doing the same thing. She was just staring at the wall. She dropped the title in the garbage, kept walking. She was doing the same shit then. And then she was off TV for like 2 months. And now she's back. Doing the same shit, just staring at the wall.
I don't know what it is. Are they trying to make her into a better character right now by making her do this? Like, if so, then we'll see how this unfolds, I guess.
Okay. On Twitter, Uncle Dave Meltzer, he tweeted, Levesque, in my opinion, Bloodline story turned business around. And this was in response to some random fan, because, again, why the fuck is he responding to random fans? But anyway, random fan says, okay, Dave Meltzer, since it's your award, tell us who is the Book of the Year so far. Meanwhile, Uncle Dave has given Tony Khan Book of the Year for the last 4 years. Every year that AEW has existed. How does that work? Is Dave Meltzer now off the Tony Khan bandwagon? Does he realize it's a sinking ship?
I hope so.
I think he realizes most than we are. We kind of realized they almost are here already. I mean, this thing was going down no matter what after certain instances and CM Punk.
Yeah.
Oh, Dark, did you get the thing I sent you after the women's battle royal match with Chelsea Green in the back?
Yeah.
We got to see somebody we ain't seen in a long time. I just need to see him on television. Matter of fact, I just need to see him with just one person.
Who's that?
I just need to see Snitsky walk up by a leader. I just need to see him walk by a leader and look at her and just smile and keep it moving. You don't got to say a word.
It wasn't me.
So apparently wrestling fans aren't the only ones that have issue with Tony Khan. The football club, soccer, Fulham, the European team that Shad Khan owns, Tony Khan's dad, they're raising ticket prices and the fans are revolting. They're passing out signs at the games. There's like thousands and thousands of signs at the games. Please don't price us out. #affordable Fulham. And he went on some podcast and explaining why we have to raise ticket prices. Like a fucking mark.
Hey, man, you know he said, my wrestling toys are dying and I need y'all money.
You fucking mark! You
Man is weird.
And meanwhile, something else we reported earlier this year, NFL players have reported that the Jacksonville Jaguars have the worst stadium in the league when it comes to amenities for the players in the locker room.
If you're not a wrestler, you ain't getting shit.
So, yeah, that's that.
All right, let's get.
At this point now, I think they should just like, the Jaguars should just go ahead and just be like, you know what, Tony, we just gonna stay home. You like playing your wrestling toy. You don't like playing Madden no more.
You know what? They're actually not that bad this year. I believe they're leading their division last time I checked. They're actually really good.
It makes it more crazy.
They're really good this year.
That makes it a lot more crazy. Because Tony still can't learn from them.
Yeah. There's a report out about online sales for WWE Shop versus Shop AEW. Cody Rhodes is the biggest selling thing in wrestling currently.
I believe it.
Cody Rhodes has had 343 individual items that were the top-selling thing and has sold 46,649 items. Yeah. Meanwhile, in AEW, the AEW branded items are the top-selling item. Not a wrestler, just generic. Number 2 is CM Punk, who's not even there anymore. He's been gone for, 2 months now? He's still number 2.
Well, I guess the Acclaimed got that now.
Acclaimed is number 3. I shit on Orange Cassidy, but hey, he's got fans. What can I say? I shit on him, but he's got fans.
I can't shit on his fans because, it's...
Somebody's buying his merch.
It's a gimmick.
The Elite, Omega, MJF and Adam Cole, FTR, MJF, and love that Danhausen, man. Danhausen pulls in number 10.
Danhausen, bro. I'm glad he's on the list.
And on the WWE side, you got Stone Cold. Stone Cold is still strong. Fucking 20 years later.
And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
Still selling Austin 316 and Smoking Skull t-shirts. Roman Reigns 2. John Cena 4. LA Knight is on the rise. Still selling NWO t-shirts.
Yeah.
At number 6. Number 7, generic WWE. Number 8, Eddie Guerrero. That's a shock. I guess it has to do with the LWO revival.
Hey, they're doing something right with that.
Number 9, Rhea Ripley. And number 10, the Usos.
That's crazy. Niggas ain't even together no more. They got still selling good merch.
Yeah, but just the fact that in AEW, it's generic branded AEW. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. There's a lot of complaints about when you go to an AEW show and you go to the merch table, 90% of what's on the merch table is the generic branded AEW stuff. You might get, there's like an Elite shirt, and then there's maybe a Sting shirt, and that's it.
That's it. Wow.
If you want anything else, they'll place an order for you online, which you can just do your damn self.
We could have, Do they charge more for the merch, to place?
I don't know.
Yo, that would be fucked up if they charge them.
But apparently, if you go to an AEW, there's nothing on the fucking merch table. Oh my God. And you know who runs the merch department? Matt Jackson's wife.
Oh.
Well, there's not really a merch department. Mark. She's the person that has the relationship with Pro Wrestling Tees. She's the go-between, basically.
Sorry, I can't go on the Bucks right now, man. They're a bunch of children to me.
Yeah. AEW has announced that Ric Flair has signed a 5-year deal with AEW.
Oh, man.
For his energy drink.
Man, I just hope it's just.
I keep forgetting he has a fucking energy drink.
Woo Energy is the official drink of AEW for the next 5 years. His drink will be available at every AEW show. It'll be available in the locker room, and it will be sitting on the commentary table. It'll be sitting in random scenes backstage. It's the fucking official drink of AEW.
And let me tell you something. Ric Flair.
That's the name of the drink.
Hey, look, Ric Flair is a marketing genius. I think we need to pay him in marketing.
Yeah.
You know what? I was expecting him to sell something that has woo on it, bro. A drink? Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Woo! Do we own the woo?
Yes, he owns woo.
He owns woo. Yeah.
It's W with 4 O's. He owns woo. W with 4 O's.
Wow, that's crazy.
It must be spelled with it must be spelled with 4 O's. WOOO.
He gets revenue every time I play this though.
He's never seen that money. We ain't got shit. Right? We don't make that much shit.
All he can get is a hug and maybe a hand job, and I'm not doing a hand job.
We'll find some. No, we ain't gonna go to that. I know where to find somebody to do it, but I ain't gonna say that on the air. I'm not trying to get indicted.
I know about 4 or 5 people, and I say their names because they don't watch it.
We kind of talked about the next thing. We'll breeze past that.
We did talk.
We talked about that, but Bryan Danielson versus Kazuchika Okada at Wrestle Kingdom 18 has been announced.
Rainmaker versus American Dragon.
Despite the broken orbital socket that he has suffered on Dynamite last week, so they're predicting he'll be healed enough to make it to Wrestle Kingdom.
It's not gonna be 100%. I know that.
Hey, I'm gonna say, look, this gonna sound fucked up with me, right? But it wouldn't sound like me if it wasn't me, right?
Correct.
I realized Daniel Bryan keep getting hurt more and more. Like a certain somebody.
I was going to say that.
Did something. So
keeps...
I say another 9 years, and then we're here have another tragedy.
Well, earlier this year, he did announce that he's only wrestling for about 2 more years because he told his daughter that he was going to stop wrestling when she turned or got into like a certain grade or whatever. So he's got like a year and a half left to wrestle. So he's well. So the question is, will he make it the next year and a half?
That's
the way things are
going.
going.
Make it standing. I mean, or make it.
But then again, that has to do with the fucking idiots Tony Khan's employees that don't wrestle safely. Because you can still do strong style, but be safe, and they can't seem to do both.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, we already have Perk Angle. We have Perk Daniels, and I'm cool with that.
Oh, and Pill Michaels.
Pill Michaels.
Boy, ain't nobody doing Pill Michaels, bro. I don't give a damn what nobody says.
I was watching his story the other day. The documentary they put out for him. It was pretty deep, man. It was deep as fuck.
Yeah.
I do recommend everybody to watch it too. Like, it's really good.
Let's get into some Guess the Champ today. I feel like these should be easy today.
I got to sit up now, damn it.
I feel like these should be easy.
IWGP.
The first one is it's a tag team. 2 Raw Tag Team Championships, 3 IWGP Heavyweight Championships, 3 Impact Tag Team Championships, and one of the members won the Never Openweight Championship.
Can I say it?
Go ahead.
Gallows and Anderson.
That's a guess. What do you got, Alex?
Yeah, I'm gonna say AJ Styles, 2 bigger brothers, because he ain't nothing but the little brother.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you all right. You got that one.
You know what gave it away?
The Never Openweight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It says Anderson.
Oh, I forgot to edit it. Oh, I was supposed to edit that off.
You thought I guessed that good. I knew that, but dude.
Oh.
I didn't get a chance to sit up all the way. I just heard them name all the titles, and I was like, that sounds like Luke Gallows. I know they got a long tag team and a whole bunch of
I hope I edited the next one.
Oh,
did I edit the next? Okay, I edited the next one.
Yeah, you did. You're good on the next one. All right. Cool. That shit was funny.
I'd rather edit that one.
You know what's funny, dog? Looking at this, I already know who it is.
The next one?
I'm about to say, this one here you showing. Only reason I know who it is because 40 titles, I've seen pictures of him having those belts. So I already know who it is.
Okay, so we got Impact Championship. We got the WWE Cruiserweight Championship. We have the Impact X Division Championship. CZW World Title. We have the Revolver Championship. We have the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. We have the Impact Digital Media Championship, and we have several other indie belts.
I already know who this is too. Okay. Pac.
Alex, what you got?
Rich Swann.
Rich Swann. As always, Valor said Barry Horowitz.
Damn. Okay.
His standard answer, and the answer is Rich Swann.
Damn.
The only reason I know that is because both Impact titles, the digital media, and that TNA title, I've seen him take a picture. He had all 4 replicas in his living room.
Right?
What?
So I like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, I already
he's
knew
never been
this.
Impact.
That 205 one made it no better.
Pac has never been to Impact.
He's never been in
Nope.
Nope. It's really weird. I told you he'd went there first.
He's never been to
that
Impact.
threw me off completely then. Yeah, it's Rich Swann.
Yeah. And we don't exactly have an outside the ropes segment this week. It's wrestling related, but best cruiserweight.
Ooh.
Now this is a tough one.
Damn.
You have 4 dominant.
Rey Mysterio Jr.
Dominant.
Ultimo Dragon, Justin Liger, and Eddie Guerrero.
King Liger, bro.
Oh God. Okay. So it's gonna sound fucked up.
Eddie.
But Ultimo Dragon, bro.
Okay.
I pick Eddie.
Eddie? Mm-hmm. I go Mysterio. Because he was able to take the lucha style and fit it within every promotion. Because to get lucha to fit in WWE is a fucking challenge. Who else has done it?
That is true.
That's true.
But I give it to Ultimo Dragon for the simple fact he was in WWE before there was a Rey Mysterio.
Right.
And no offense, since he started it, there hasn't been any other Ultimate Dragon. It's just been him. There hasn't been a junior. There hasn't been a replacement. It's just been him this whole entire time.
Mm-hmm.
With Thunder Liger down there, Jason Luke. This is the 5th version of a person playing him at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And we all know Eddie with his not to be racist, his Mexican style haircut and mustache of the true champions of champions.
The Dominic Mysterio right now? Yeah.
First of all, Dominic got to eat some more fucking some more rice and beans, some more platanos before he even get himself up there with them damn collarbones. He's still small as shit.
Dominic needs to do some steroids.
Hey man, look, didn't Eddie break his forearm and come back jacked?
Dude, I pick Eddie.
Just saying.
I pick Eddie because of the moment, man. Like, he was like one of the cruiserweights that actually made it to a World Heavyweight Championship match.
Mm-hmm.
And against Brock Lesnar, by the way.
Yep.
He did have help with Goldberg and all that stuff, but he literally wrestled his ass off in that match.
You know what's funny?
That was like the best.
If we go in best cruiserweight out of all of these, I'm going to say really out of all these, Dean Malenko.
Yes, I was going to say honorable mention to Dean Malenko.
The man of 1,000
Dean Malenko trains so many people now that's cruiserweights at this point nowadays. I'm like, damn, bro, I feel like you just have a whole division by yourself. Like, when are we going to have the Dean Malenko Cruiserweight Classic?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, that reminds me, I wanted to ask y'all that. Do y'all remember when the Cruiserweight Classic happened? How long ago it was?
That was like 5-6 years ago.
2016.
Damn. All right, let's get out of here.
All right.
It's been another exciting episode. I am Darth Messiah, and you, sir?
Alex, the Hungry Hill.
Good night, Jake Kidd.
Have a good night. And to all, good night, whatever.
Peace.
Peace.